Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your humanitarian's heart, for the lives you touch with your goodness and your passion every day. For 5 years, I had the opportunity to lead the United Nations World Food Program, the largest humanitarian agency in the world, the largest program of the UN. We would feed about 115 million people a year in about 80 countries. So much of our work was in response to disasters and catastrophes around the world. And the world would be focused more and more on saving the life that was instantly at risk. But the fact of the matter is, 90% of the people in the world who are hungry today, more than 1 billion, half of them children, but 90% of the folks at risk don't find themselves in a Haiti-like predicament or a Chile predicament or the tragedy in China now or the tsunami or the Pakistani earthquake. They're just leading sad, lonely, desperate lives out of the limelight. The notion that so many people and all of the world's difficult issues fall disproportionately on the backs of women and children. But the notion that so many folks are tragically at risk, and I saw it day in and day out. And I knew that if the child was given a meal and had a chance to go to school, that child, that life, that young person, that sacred gift from God would have the same opportunity to do great things as kids in Indianapolis or anywhere else in the world. And I knew, I was just as certain as I am of anything, that the life of that child, be it in Indianapolis or anywhere in the world that is vulnerable and at risk, the life of that child is just as important in the lives of in the sight of the Almighty as a child anywhere. If there is a theme that unites humanity, you know, Mother Teresa, that powerful thing she said, if we don't have peace in the world, it's because we forgot we belong to each other, and it's our humanity that unites us. But the notion of those who have to reach out and keep your arms around those who need a boost, the notion of being generous and sharing and giving, and the notion of being certain that no one in the world is hungry. You know, the Jewish scriptures say that the greatest commandment of the Torah is that God has given us an abundance of food, and it is our greatest commandment to see that all share equally. The Christian notion of I was hungry and you fed me. Gandhi said to a hungry man, God may appear as a piece of food. The Prophet Muhammad said, you can't go to sleep this evening on a full stomach if your brother is trying to go to sleep across the way on an empty stomach. So the notion of being certain, understanding the moral imperative, understanding the impact at the core of a person's life to be sure that they're not hungry, that they're fed. You know, it is overwhelming to me that maybe 1 in 8 people that live in the state of Indiana would find themselves food insecure during the course of the year. It's overwhelming, it's reprehensible, it's sad, it's wrong. Thank God for Gleaners, for Second Helpings, for Gleaners and its 350 plus partners, for all of the soup kitchens and the pantries and the people that are so focused to see that that little child, that struggling mom, that they don't go hungry. So little goes so far, it makes all the difference in the world. Gleaners is remarkable. Maybe my two favorite. So thank you for coming to this celebration to take a minute to think about what has made us different, to think about the power of generosity, and I believe you never feel so good about yourself as when you're doing something for someone else. It always comes back tenfold. But the opportunity that we have in this magnificent new facility to expand our work, to do our best to eliminate hunger in our community, and to see that everyone has a chance. There wouldn't be many places that would have the generosity of a Kroger or the Lilly Company or the Lilly Endowment or One America, Indianapolis Power and Light Company, the Browning Company, people coming together to say we care and we want things to be different. So bless you, thank you. We need to keep our arms around each other. We need to get this job done. The goal is to raise $11.6 million. We've now raised $8.5 million. We have just a little more than $3 million to go. My hope is that we can get that done in the next 6 months, and the Gleaners will be able to occupy this magnificent new home close to the interstate, easy for storage and easy for transportation. But the easiest way to come together is to keep our focus on why we're doing what we're doing. And the focus is to keep our arms around people who need help, especially women and children. And a little encouragement at the right day or at the right time will make all the difference in the world. So my gratitude, my thanks, my appreciation, but also my plea that we'll come together and work together to get this job done. And it'll be another star in the crown of our great city.